He came in and was totally taken back and said, "You know what? I have never been so disgusted in my life that you would put yourself into a position that you're recommending work that I don't need, because I've owned Volvos my entire life and I know for a fact that I don't need to replace this timing belt, and you're just trying to take me for this money, and shame on you, and I will never be back." Okay. I can only quote you what's recommended by the manufacturer. And the Volvos you've owned in the past maybe didn't have timing belts. Don't know. But based on what Volvo recommends, you're at 190,000 kilometers and it's time for a timing belt replacement. And that's what I've quoted you. And this is the actual price and this is what it is. He left upset, disgruntled, mad. 3 weeks later, I receive a call. "Mike, I'm on the Gardner. I was driving my Volvo and there was a loud bang and I lost all power and now I'm stuck on the side of the road. Can you arrange a tow truck for me to come back to your shop?" Okay, perfect. You know where this is going. Of course. Get the vehicle back. Under the hood, what do we have? Broken timing belt. Now, Mr. Customer, who was disgruntled and upset and mad, isn't looking at a timing belt replacement. Now he's looking at an engine replacement, because the engine is zero tolerance and it's damaged beyond repair. We had to source a used engine for him at the time, which we then, of course, installed a new timing belt water pump kit on the used engine before we put it into the vehicle. But another example of thinking that you're saving money, thinking that you're being ripped off, when in reality, we're just advising you as to what is required or recommended by the manufacturer. Totally your decision, but sometimes the decision of thinking you're saving money or someone's trying to take advantage of you is not necessarily the case. So why do people choose cheap? What's the psychology behind it? Well, I'm certainly not that educated to be able to get into the reality of psychology and what's involved, but I can tell you that after owning my shop for as long as I have, it comes down to a few basic fundamental things. First is uncertainty. We're unsure whether or not we're going to be keeping this vehicle. We're unsure whether or not we're going to continue to put money into this vehicle. So we want the absolute cheapest option available. I've had more than a handful of customers that say, "Mike, I just want this car to last another year. I'm not interested in having it last for any longer. What's the cheapest option that I can have to just get me on the road, get me down the road, keep me another 12 months operational, and that's all I care about." Other people make these decisions based on fear. And the fear is, I don't want to sink any more money into this vehicle. I don't want to have to put my kids' university savings at risk by doing this repair using these parts that you've quoted. I'd rather not. So I'm going to put this off because I believe that I'll be making a mistake if I do these repairs. And then the third and final one is, of course, hope. Well, I'm going to hope that we can get by. I'm going to hope that this doesn't break down. I hope you're wrong in your assessment of me needing a timing belt. I hope you're wrong, because I've owned vehicles, never needed a timing belt. The dealer never quoted me for a timing belt. So I hope that I'm not going to have any issues down the road with this vehicle. Let me let you in on a little secret.